guys, and welcome to Clat Possible. I'm your mentor Shrikant Tripathi, and welcome to the session of daily news analysis. Guys, before we start this video, I would like to request all of you to please kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also share this video with as many people as possible. Also like the video, and if you have any valuable comments, please post the comments in the comment section. Okay. So guys, without any further delay, let's commence our session. So guys, we are starting with the daily news analysis, that various news that has appeared in today's different newspapers such as the Hindu and the Indian Express. Okay guys. Now, we'll be starting with this session. Now guys, the first news is quite promising with reference to the Indian economy, where recent, or you can say the latest data have come up for the month of February, which says the GST collections have crossed 1.4 lakh crores. Okay, so the GST collections, that means the central and the state GST collections all across the country, okay, for the month of February has crossed 1.49 lakh crores. Okay, so here you can see the Indian Goods and Services Act GST grew by almost 12.49%. Now this is a promising number as compared to February 2022. Okay, the GST collection for the month of February 2023 is almost 12.5% higher. Okay, what is it? Total value, the total value is 1.49 lakh crores. Okay, last year in February 2022 the GST collections were 1.33 lakh crores. So you can see the difference here, 1.33 lakh crores in the previous year in the month of February. This year it is 1.49 lakh crores. This is for the 12th straight month where the GST collections are over 1.4 lakh crores. Again, a very positive sign of Indian economy, which actually says that since February 2022, that means March, April, May, June, July, okay, of the previous year till February 2023, we have reported the GST collections over 1.4 lakh crores. Okay guys, so this is a very positive news in regards to Indian economy. Also guys, when we are talking about GST, so we should know when exactly the GST was implemented. So GST was implemented in the Indian economy or in the year 2017. The date was 1st of July. That's why we also observe 1st of July as the GST day, as mentioned here. Okay. Now people, when we are talking about goods and services tax, there is a council about which you guys must have definitely heard, which is the GST Council. So we'll be also talking about what exactly is the composition of this GST Council, who is the head, what are the total number of members. Okay, so the GST Council, okay, the GST Council, it comprises of a total of 33 members. So the total number of members in the GST is 33. And how exactly is this composition? 2 members are from the federal government or the union government, whereas the remaining 31, they are the finance ministers of the remaining states and union territories. I've mentioned the same here, 2 from the union government and the remaining 31 from the states and the union territories. Now, one very important question, who is the chairman of the GST Council? So the chairman of the GST Council is the Union Finance Minister. Presently, who is serving as the chairman of the GST Council? So the chairman of the GST Council as of now is Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. Okay, so the chairman is Nirmala Sitharaman. Fine guys, so this was with reference to GST collections. What was the news? that as compared to previous year's February GST collection, we have observed a growth of 12.5% approximately. The total value is 1.49 lakh crores of the GST revenue that has been generated in the month of February 2023. Okay. Moving on to the next information. Now, guys, we all know that India is hosting the presidency of G20, okay, from 1st of December 2022 to 30th of November 2023. Now, in between this presidency, there are various propositions that are being made. There are various meetings, there are various groups that are being formed. So, during one such meeting, a very important initiative was actually proposed by India. Now, what exactly is that proposal? We'll just see. Fast extradition of economic offenders in the G20 anti-corruption group. Now, guys, I'm sure all of you must have heard about Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksey. Now, all these people, they are basically economic offenders in India. Like they have actually taken a lot of loan from the banks and they just ran away without paying the loan. Ultimately, the loan that they have taken, it is people's money, and the governments, be it any government, they are really very serious about such offenses. Now, we all know that the extradition process is quite a lengthy one, but the government has said in the G20 meeting that if there is an economic offender involved, the extradition process of that person must be as fast as possible. Now, before we move ahead, you have to understand what exactly extradition is. For example, I'll just give you an example, a real-time example. There was an underworld mafia whose name was Abu Salem. In the year, like he was involved in the conspiracy of the 1992 Mumbai bomb blast. Okay, he was one of the prime suspects. Okay, later on he was given sentence in the same case. So Abu Salem, he was arrested by the Portuguese police in 2002. The same information was given to Mumbai. And all the process of the extradition means when a criminal of a different country is caught in one country, the process of handing over that criminal to the country of its origin, where exactly the criminal has committed all the crimes. This entire process is called as extradition. Okay, so same is the case, like we all know Vijay Mallya is residing in England, but the process is so slow that we can't help it. It's almost 8 to 9 years. Same is the case with Nirav Modi, over 5 years. Mehul Choksey, over 5 years again, right? So we have to fasten this process. So in order to make sure that that extradition of such economic offenders is being done at a fast pace, a declaration was made. And now what exactly was the news? Let's see. In a declaration made by Dr. Jitendra Singh during the G20 anti-corruption group meeting, a framework is being planned to fast track the extradition of economic offenders. That means whatever is the present process, the approach is that we have to fasten that process as soon as possible. Okay. Talking about the anti-corruption group, it is chaired by India, and who is the co-chair? You can say it is Italy. Okay, so this anti-corruption group is chaired by India and the co-chair is that of Italy. Now, one more thing, okay, when we are talking about G20, we all know that G20 do not have a permanent headquarters, okay. We have already covered a lot of sessions on G20. Just remember one very important thing with reference to G20 is Troika, okay. Now, what exactly a Troika is? Troika can be understood in a simple words like, for example, अगर मैं बात करूं आपसे ट्रॉयका को समझाने के लिए कल, आज और कल. That means the past, the present, and the future. Okay, the past president, the present president, and the future president. Okay, so when we are talking about Troika, the present Troika comprises of Indonesia. Now, Indonesia was the past president, India, the present president, and Brazil, the next president. That means India will be giving the chair of G20 to Brazil on 1st of December 2023. Right, guys? Now, another very important news with reference to Indian economy: increased growth rate for Indian technology sector. Now, people, when we are talking about technology sector, okay, or when we are talking about Indian economy, we have to see one thing very carefully. We all know that there are various sectors that are present in economy, such as the primary sector, which includes agriculture, the secondary sector, which includes manufacturing, and the tertiary sector, which includes the services sector. Now, when we are talking about Indian economy, it should be noted that the contribution that is made by the services sector in the GDP of the country is maximum. It is close to approximately 55 to 56%. So you can say that the 55 to 56% contribution in the Indian GDP is made by which sector? By the tertiary sector or the services sector. So now when we are talking about the services sector, the Indian IT sector, that is information technology sector, comes in the services sector as well. So there is one more positive news with reference to India's software sector, okay, or you can say India's IT sector. See, we are a master in the software division, not hardware division, okay. We are not doing that good in the hardware division, but yes, talking about the software division, we are the market leaders in the world as of now, okay. Again, remember one thing: when we are talking about software, we are not product based, we are just service based. The importance has to be on making ourselves a product based organization, okay. For example, Microsoft is not Indian, Adobe is not Indian, okay, Apple is not again Indian. So we have to focus on what? We have to focus on making the Indian software sector more dominant towards the product based side rather than being the service based side. Why? Because service based side के कई सारे disadvantages होते हैं. Now one of the greatest disadvantages is services. यार simple सी बात है. Services sector, services में लोग तभी तक आपके पास आएंगे till the time they don't have a better option and a cheaper one. The moment they will get a cheaper option, they will outrightly leave. जैसे कि इंडियन बीपीओ सेक्टर, बिजनेस प्रोसेस आउटसोर्सिंग, जिसको कॉल सेंटर्स भी हम लोग बोलते हैं. एक टाइम था 2010-2011 तक, जितने भी आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस थे बड़े बड़े यूरोपियन एंड यूएस बेस्ड, सबके कॉल सेंटर्स इंडिया में थे. बट अब वो धीरे धीरे सारे के सारे कॉल सेंटर्स ऑलमोस्ट खत्म हो गए. खत्म होकर के कहां पे गए? नाउ दे हैव फाउंड न्यू मार्केट वेयर इन वियतनाम, इन फिलीपींस. चीप लेबर, एवरीबॉडी, सी द सोसाइटी इज कैपिटलिस्ट, एवरीबॉडी एम्स टू अर्न मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट. सो जब प्रॉफिट मुझको जहां दिखाई देगा, आई विल ट्राई टू मूव इन दैट डायरेक्शन ओनली, राइट? ओके. So coming on to the news, according to NASSCOM, now what is NASSCOM? National Association of Software and Services Company, यानी कि इंडिया में आईटी सेक्टर को जो कंट्रोल करती है, जो रेगुलेट करती है अथॉरिटी, उसका नाम है NASSCOM. Okay, so according to NASSCOM, the Indian software market is all set to touch $245 billion, यानी कि $245 billion का बिजनेस सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंडिया का आईटी सेक्टर करने वाला है. जस्ट इमेजिन, $245 बिलियन, राइट? इंडिया का अगर हम लोग बात करते हैं, इंडिया की इकोनॉमी इज 3.5 ट्रिलियन, ओके. इंडिया का फॉरेन रिजर्व या थोड़ा सा फ्लक्चुएट करता रहता, लगातार 550-600 बिलियन डॉलर्स के आसपास. आप देखिए कि इंडियन आईटी मार्केट कितना बड़ा है और इसमें अभी भी काफी स्कोप है. इन द अपकमिंग फिस्कल ईयर द इंडियन मार्केट इज सेट टू ग्रो बाय 8.4%. तो ये कहा जा रहा है प्रीवियस ईयर के कंपैरिजन में, प्रीवियस ईयर यानी कि जो फाइनेंशियल ईयर 2022 था, उसमें आईटी का जो टोटल रोल था दैट वाज $225 बिलियन. ओके ये रोल था 225 बिलियन यूएस डॉलर्स का ओके एंड इट इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू अचीव अ ग्रोथ रेट ऑफ अप्रोक्सीमेटली 8.4% एंड दिस नंबर विल टच 245 बिलियन यूएस डॉलर्स. ठीक है, sorry 226 not 225 226 billion dollars. Okay, now when we are talking about NASSCOM, थोड़ा सा हमें पता होना चाहिए. NASSCOM is headquartered at Noida, Uttar Pradesh, and who is presently acting as the chairperson. So the chairperson of NASSCOM is Krishnan Ramanujan. Okay, Krishnan Ramanujan बहुत important है, please इसको लिख लीजिए. Krishnan Ramanujan is presently acting as the chairman of NASSCOM, right? अगला, अभी हम लोगों ने देखा ये अडानी क्राइसिस जो अभी हमारे पास आया था, हिंडनबर्ग रिपोर्ट एक आई थी, तो उसको लेकर के बड़ा बवाल हुआ था. ओके, देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ अप्रोर इन द पार्लियामेंट ऑन द स्ट्रीट्स एंड पीपल वर सेइंग दैट अडानी के जितने भी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हैं इन सबको हमें एक बार इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाहिए. क्यों हुआ था, why exactly it happened? There was a report that actually came from an institution called as Hindenburg Institution. उन्होंने अपनी एक रिपोर्ट प्रेजेंट करी और उसमें उन्होंने अडानी एंटरप्राइजेस के बारे में काफी सारी नेगेटिव बातें लिखी, जिसको देख करके जो स्टॉक मार्केट था उसमें अडानी के जो शेयर्स थे वो नीचे आ गए काफी ज्यादा. अडानी 20,000 करोड़ का एफपीओ लॉन्च करने वाले थे, जिसको उन्हें वापस कॉल ऑफ करना पड़ा. राइट, सो जब ये सारी की सारी चीजें हो रही थी तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये डिसाइड किया दैट वी विल बी फ्रेमिंग और वी विल बी मेकिंग अ पैनल दैट वुड एक्चुअली एग्जामिन ऑल द एलिगेशंस दैट वर मेड बाय द हिंडनबर्ग रिपोर्ट. तो ये नेक्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन उसी के बारे में है. द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज scheduled to pronounce its judgment regarding the formation of a panel that would investigate the charges stated by the Hindenburg report over the Adani enterprises. जो भी चार्जेस लगाए हैं उसको इन्वेस्टिगेट करने के लिए एक पैनल बनाया जाएगा. ओके, पहले ये बात हुई कि सुप्रीम सरकार को बनाना चाहिए, देन ये बोला गया कि नहीं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट शुड इंटरवीन. गवर्नमेंट ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट से बात करी, उन्होंने अपना सजेशंस दिया, तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उसको डिनाई किया. उन्होंने बोला नहीं, हम लोग ऐसी पैनल बनाएंगे जो कि कंप्लीटली अनपोलराइज्ड हो, अनबायस्ड हो. ठीक है, तो ये जो पैनल फॉर्म होगा ये कौन करेगा, सुप्रीम कोर्ट करेगा. द बेंच गिविंग द वर्डिक्ट आल्सो इंक्लूड्स सीजेआई. जो ये जो बेंच है जो इस पे फैसला देगी आज, ओके, दैट इज ऑन 2 मार्च, वो उसमें आपके चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया डीवाई चंद्रचूड़ भी इंक्लूडेड है. राइट, एक और इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूज विद रेस्पेक्ट टू इंडियन इकोनॉमी. खैर यहां पर ये कहीं बाहर का एक्विजिशन नहीं है. एक्सिस बैंक जो कि इंडिया में इस समय वर्क कर रहा है, पहले यूटीआई 64 नाम से जानते थे इसको, यूटीआई के नाम से. ओके, एक्सिस बैंक टू एक्वायर सिटी बैंक इंडिया. सिटी बैंक जो यूएस का, लेकिन जो उसकी इंडियन सब्सिडरी है उसको एक्वायर कर रहा है, उसके बिजनेस को, कंज्यूमर बिजनेस को एक्वायर कौन कर रहा है, इट इज द एक्सिस बैंक दैट इज एक्वायरिंग द सिटी बैंक्स India complete consumer business. So Axis Bank has announced the closure of the acquisition of consumer business of Citibank India Group. Okay, ये जो total deal हो रही है, ये कितने रुपए में डील हो रही है? Now this entire deal will take place, okay, will cost 11,603 crores. That is approximately roughly equal to 1.41 billion US dollars. Okay, that means Axis Bank will be paying Citibank 11,603 crores, right? अच्छा, initially last year February 2022 के आसपास ये बात शुरू हुई that Axis Bank was interested to buy the consumer business of Citibank India. So at that time जो deal offer हुई थी, that deal was approximately equal to 12,325 crores or roughly 1.6 billion US dollars, right? लेकिन अभी ये dip down हुआ. Dip down होने के पीछे कारण क्या है? Obviously बेटा, business made by Citibank India is not ग्रोइंग. ओके, वो काफी ज्यादा स्टैग्नेंट हो गया है. अब चूंकि आप अगर अच्छा बिजनेस नहीं करोगे तो उस टाइम पे जो आपकी वैल्यूएशन रही होगी कंपनी की, इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग अ बिजनेस फॉर ऑलमोस्ट अ ईयर, या फिर आपका बिजनेस नेगेटिव में जा रहा है, तो इन सच अ सिचुएशन आपका मार्केट कैप वो भी तो घटेगा ना. तो इसी वजह से बेटा इनिशियली इट वाज 12,325 crores, बट नाउ इट हैज बीन stated at 11,603 crores. ठीक है? Talking about Axis Bank MD and CEO, important है बेटा, A-Lit perspective से काफी ज्यादा. The Axis Bank MD and CEO is Amitabh Chaudhary. ठीक है? So guys, this was with reference to the daily news analysis. Now, like we have already discussed, every day we will be talking about the trivia, okay, some kind of questions that are really very important for your examination perspective. So today we are dedicating today's trivia section absolutely on environment. Now guys, my first question: what is India's only floating national park? Okay, India's only floating national park. So the correct answer here is the Cable Lamjau National Park. Okay, the Cable Lamjau National Park, which is located in Manipur. Okay, which is located where? It is located in Manipur on the Loktak Lake, one of the famous lakes, Loktak Lake. Now, Loktak Lake, guys, if you remember, is a very famous Ramsar site as well. Okay, it's a very famous Ramsar site. ठीक है? Also, जो मॉन्ट्रियक्स रिकॉर्ड है उसमें भी लोकटाक लेक along with आपका जो राजस्थान भरतपुर में है, ठीक है, कि जो आपका भरतपुर में देयर इज अ नेशनल पार्क, द बर्ड सैंक्चुरी, भरतपुर बर्ड सैंक्चुरी, वो इंक्लूडेड है इसमें. ठीक है, फाइन. एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज आप सब लोगों ने बचपन में देखा होगा, द जंगल बुक. डू यू नो the Jungle Book that was written by Rudyard Kipling, which national park actually was the inspiration behind the Jungle Book? So guys, the national park that actually inspired the Jungle Book was the Pench National Park. Okay, the Pench National Park. Another, tiger reserves की हम लोग लगातार बात कर रहे हैं और लगातार the total number of tiger reserves are increasing. Okay, द लार्जेस्ट टाइगर रिजर्व ऑफ इंडिया, इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा जो टाइगर रिजर्व है. अच्छा, इस साल टाइगर सेंसस भी आने वाला है, सो प्लीज बी केयरफुल, हर 5 साल में एक बार आता है. द लार्जेस्ट टाइगर रिजर्व ऑफ इंडिया इज नागार्जुना सागर श्रीसेलम टाइगर रिजर्व. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, नागार्जुना सागर श्रीसेलम टाइगर रिजर्व. और लास्ट आज का जो ट्रिविया है वो है which national park was named after a hunter who turned into an environmental conservationist, very famous in Uttarakhand, that is the Jim Corbett National Park. The Jim Corbett National Park. So guys, this was today's trivia, okay, and today's daily news analysis. I hope you enjoyed the session. Okay guys, so please guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Also share this video with as many people as possible. Do like the video, share any comments, valuable comments that you have. Also you guys can follow us on Instagram at Clat Possible Official. Guys, this is Shrikant Tripathi, your mentor, signing off. See you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care. Thank you very much guys.